I not only have a number of oh shit moments that he's seen, but I started off quite young, covering myself in shit in the cot, you know, if they didn't wake me up early enough with the nappy, using it to draw on the walls and the body and So I think ever since then, and not so much now, but for a long time I have painted myself into corners. But I think too, and in the nature of this sharing stories, all my most valuable lessons have come through my hardest times. Two of which I'll share with you. The first one is the dissolution of my first marriage. It was, I was 27, 28, and for those of you that follow astrology, my Saturn was returning. All hell was breaking loose. And I was extremely naive, extremely idealistic, more than anything. And as dysfunctional as I was codependent. And going through a divorce was so much more than a divorce, because it went against everything that I'd ever been taught from my family and from my upbringing in the church. It really just rocked me to my core. It leveled me. And I found myself not just trying to recover from a lost relationship, but having to question the complete fabric of my life. Having to, you know, call into question all of the things that I believed, really the essential nature of my being. And it was overly like just an existential crisis. Oh shit! Was really what, you know, that's what that equates to. So, yeah. Being dismantled that way allowed fresh spaces though in my life. Fresh spaces to reevaluate, and because I was levelled, start building again intentionally. And around that time I went up to the bogey hole. Above the bogey hole there's some cliffs that you can kind of climb around to, and I held a little ritual there, and I made a pact with myself and the universe that I was going to take every step I could to become the most authentic, real, honourable and courageous person that I could be with what I had. And I was going to learn from my mistakes, and I, you know, was going to be gentle with myself, but that was the goal. And I really do think that I haven't looked back since. I've hesitated, which is my second oh shit moment that I'll share with you. 4 years into my second marriage, I started to understand what they mean by same shit, different day. I was really unhappy, and I was dealing with all of those long-term relationship issues, and an analogy comes to mind of this thing I saw on Facebook, this caption, long-term Barbie. And long-term Barbie was sitting on the toilet with the pants down while Ken was brushing his teeth at the sink next to her. and I just have to laugh, and you know, but the long-term issue is like, hang on, I'm sure you promised that you were going to be responsible for my happiness. And on top of that, you said that you were going to be the best lover, husband, father in the world, and you were going to be able to read my mind. None of which obviously is true. But yeah, I really hit a wall, and I was really, the thing that shocked me was that I really thought that I had it all worked out. After I'd gone through that divorce and done so much growing and so much learning and really processed so much very deeply, I was really in shock and kind of a bit, yeah, just, oh shit, what do I do now? Like, I don't know what else to do. So, look, for my birthday that year, I said I wanted a week away to go and retreat with myself. And I went and sat by Never Never Creek up at Bellingen, and I did some real soul searching, and I came to a new awareness. And And my new awareness really showed me that my husband wasn't responsible for my happiness. I was. I was responsible for how I responded to pain, how I responded to any of the things that were making me uncomfortable. And I was responsible for managing my expectations of life. And that was really quite an epiphany to me. I suppose ever since then, that's just been what I come back to, always. And the realisation that all of us are doing that we're all on a journey, and it all has challenges. It just takes different shapes and sizes, and but we all have that responsibility to just look at our attitudes and our choices and act accordingly. And really having that under my belt, well, for now, I just feel like all of life is a gift, even the pain. And I really am very grateful for all of that pain. I'm grateful to the woman I was, even for making some of the difficult decisions that she made to bring me to now. And I'm much wiser and happier for it. Thank you.